Hi guys, and welcome to our channel. My name is Malin and behind the camera is my husband Alex. We have just moved back to Spain after years of traveling around the world to go off grid, buy a van and convert it into a little home. Now, if you watched our last vlog, you know that we went from the UK, came here and told you all about our upcoming adventure. Now in this vlog, we're going to take you along as we go and look at a few potential vans to buy. Guys, we're off to look at our first ever van that we might possibly buy. Unfortunately, it is already reserved. The people who have reserved it are going to tell the reseller tomorrow if they want it or not. We're hoping to get it because it's fairly new, it's supposedly in very good condition, and it is the size that we're interested in buying. So wish us luck with this one. Okay guys, we have just looked at our first van. It looks really good. It's in really good conditions. It only has a few scratches.
Having a look around, looks pretty good. A few scratches here and there. We're not sure if we can get this one because it's reserved until tomorrow, but maybe we'll see.
They haven't paid yet.
They haven't paid yet, no, but it's in good condition. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having it.
Guys, we've just looked at our first ever van, and what do we think, Alex?
Yeah, it looks really good. There are a few little surface scratches, but nothing major, and inside it looks really good, and there's no rust at all because basically in the south of Spain, or in the east of Spain in general, there's not much rust unless you're in the north. Yeah, it's a Volkswagen Crafter L3 H3 if you're interested in what kind of size it is.
It's the long wheelbase.
Yeah, it's not the longest one, but it's the one down from that, and it's a really good size inside. It's the same as the Sprinter L3, so it's a shame.
We're really interested.
Yeah, but he's got someone who's interested in it already, so we have to wait until tomorrow to find out.
Yes, and if he doesn't pay for it tomorrow?
Yeah, if he doesn't pay, then I guess we can jump in.
Yeah, no. But we're also going to go and look at one or two other ones tomorrow. One medium-sized one and one just the same as this one, but from 2014, which actually costs exactly the same.
And it's got more kilometers on it as well.
Yeah, but then this guy knew someone who probably wants to sell his, and it's just 1 year older than this one. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will, you know. Guys, it's the next day and we're actually gonna head and check out two other vans. They are also Volkswagen Crafters. One is a little bit bigger, one is of medium size, just so we get an idea about the difference between the two wheelbase sizes. And also they are slightly older. Alright, we're getting close to a place called Liria or something like that. It's on the other side of Valencia. It took us quite a while to get here because it's about 150 kilometers from the little village in Alicante where we live. This is how it is to find a van here because, to be honest, there aren't many for sale that are the size that we're looking for. Anyways, we are arriving and we're hoping to take this van for a little bit of a test ride. Let's see if that will be possible.
So we finally made it, guys. After 2 hours of driving, we are here and we're going to go and check out this Crafter. We're complete rookies. We don't really know what we're looking for, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting experience. It's our second time looking at a van, so we have a slightly better idea than we did yesterday when we looked at one, so let's go and have a look.
So the van that we're looking at now is not at all in as good condition as the other one that we looked at. It's been used for transport, it looks like. The other one had been used as a rental vehicle, so it's much more damaged than the other one.
It's got a nice little dent in the side, and the metal's kind of come apart, and there's a few bits in the rubber seal that aren't very good.
And it's the same price, older and in worse condition.
And more kilometers as well.
It's really a shame that that other one is reserved. We will find out today whether that person will buy it or not. So we're just checking out a smaller model and a Iveco Daily, just to get an idea about the size, because this is more like the medium-sized one. They're all quite similar, all the vans, so it's just a good way to see whether we like the size or not. So in the other one, they still have the wooden wall on, so you can't really see what state the vehicle is in, which we don't really like, in difference to this one, where they don't have a wooden wall put up. I think both of us are quite decided that that is not a van for us.
I mean, if there was just one thing that was up with it, I would be okay with that. But there was the dent, and then there was like a crack where it looked like water could come in. Okay, it doesn't rain much, but that's not the point. And then inside, it was completely covered with wood, so you couldn't see behind. It looked like some parts of the wood were wet and moist, or they would have been moist.
Yeah, they hadn't taken that down, so we couldn't see the state of the metal behind it, which we could in the other van we looked at, and also in the smaller van that we had to look at afterwards.
Yeah, so, I mean, the price for compared to what we looked at yesterday, which is exactly the same van, not as old and less kilometers, and then it's the same price, I don't think it's a good deal. So
no, there were just too many things. Imperfections, yeah. Well, I mean, we have no clue what we're doing. Maybe that one that we looked at yesterday is in incredibly good conditions and for a very, very good price. Maybe we won't be able to find anything like that again. We will keep looking.
Yep. I mean, that one's been up for months. This one we just seen now, so
yeah.
I don't think
maybe
it's going
for
anywhere.
A reason.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and get some lunch, and we will catch up with you guys later.
We've come into Valencia to sort out some issues we're having with our Spanish bank. We made a bank transfer, a pretty big one, of about £10,000 or 11,000 euros from our English account to our Spanish account. And it should have arrived according to the English bank, but it hasn't. And no one at customer service over the phone or over the internet is really helping us. So we were advised to go into the office and sort things out. My PIN code has been blocked because apparently I've tried to put that in 3 times. That must have been a very long time ago. And Alex has to update his address, which I guess I'm gonna have to do as well, in order to see where that money is.
So it hasn't worked out exactly as we wanted with the bank. I still have to wait for some documents to go through for me to be authorized so we can get the payment come in. Malin has been unblocked, but she still needs to go and get a Spanish number to be able to access her account. So we're gonna have to go and buy a SIM card now and then go back and do that. So it's not over yet, but she can see the payment, she can see that the money's there waiting, and that they've tried to ring Malin a few times to say that, hey, look.
That's such a relief.
Yeah, it's not just disappeared, £10,000. So good and bad. Yeah. Alright guys, it's been about a week since we last looked at a van, and today we are going to look at another one. It's the same as the last two we looked at, the Volkswagen Crafters L3 H3. It's exact same type. It's from 2015 and it's done just under 200,000 kilometers. And actually we're going to take our neighbor with us, Juan. He used to be a mechanic over at Hertz rental company, used to do a lot of work on the vans and the cars, so he's definitely the right person to take with us when we're going to look at vans, because to be honest we don't really have a clue what we're looking for, which is a little bit worrying. So it's good that we have someone with some experience with us. Anyway, let's get going. Alright, so we've made it to the van. We're going to have a little look around. We've got Juan with us. He's doing a nice little assessment. So it's got a few little scratches and stuff like this, just on the surface, I think. And this one just looks like just very superficial. Se han puesto nuevo silicona, ¿no?
No, es que está roto. Supongo, pero que no hace ruido.
Mira aquella, mira esta.
Alright, we're going for a little drive. Juan's the chauffeur. I don't know what Juan's up to. I think he's trying to get the price down a bit. Anyway,
he hasn't really tried yet, but I think that's the plan.
So, I mean, we both like it. I think it's good condition. It went very well when we were giving it a little bit of a test drive. So,
The tires need changing,
yeah,
and the cam belt.
the cam belt as well, which apparently was going to cost in total around €1,000 with the cost of the tyres as well.
So we see what kind of
Deal he
he can get for us. I think the guy originally wants 12,000, but I heard something about his mom being the boss in this.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah. We came to a deal. We're buying this van for 11,000 euros instead of 12,000 euros. We're so happy we had our neighbor Juan with us who helped us out. If it wasn't for him, we would have left paying 12,000 for sure. So on Friday we're gonna come back here, sign the contract, do the whole thing, and then we're using, what's the gestora in English, Alex?
Don't know what it would be called in English. Someone who fixes stuff for you.
Well, anyways, we're using a company who charges a little bit, not too much, to fix all the papers for us. And yeah, then that's it. On Friday we have a van. Amazing.
Woo! Right, we've got to come back. I'm going to actually pay for it and make sure we get it. But the guy gave his word, so that should be good enough. So all is good. We're very happy, content. Finally found something that is as good as we want, and the scratches weren't too bad actually. So very happy.
I think we got a really good deal here. 11,000 instead of 12,000. We're super happy. If we would have bought it through a car dealer, it would have been several thousand more euros. Sure, we would have got a guarantee for a year, but we saved enough money to make this a good deal anyways, I think. Guys, today's the day that we are becoming proud owners of a Volkswagen Crafter Pro, a big van with a long wheelbase that is gonna become our house in a few months.
We've got to drive 2.5 hours to go and get it. We've already sent a money transfer, everything's in process, so we need to get going and we are super excited. Let's get in the car. Alright, here we are guys, we're inside, we just got here. He's just gone to sort out the paperwork a little bit, there's a bit of paperwork to do. Oh yeah? Nearly here. Alright guys, everything is pretty much done, we've signed everything, we've got the 2 copies of keys, the money still hasn't arrived, but we did speak on the phone with the bank to them as well, so they feel more confident that it's going to come.
Yeah, confirming that the money is on its way. It should have arrived already. We don't know why it hasn't. I really wish you could see my face right now because I'm really happy.
Yeah.
But the law is in Spain that you have to wear a mask all the time, and even though we don't like it, we don't want to get a fine of 100 euros each.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we are very, very happy. I think we got a great deal here, good price. And Juan's going to drive it back and he's going to follow us because the way back is a little bit confusing. But yeah, we're going to see you back in Tabana, I think.
And we'll show you the van.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. We're
When we get back.
Give you a van tour. It's going to be a short thing.
Yeah, very short thing right now. We'll show you when we get back. We didn't film too much because we were speaking to the guy and his mom, the ones who sold us the car, for quite a while. They were really nice. Yeah, like we told you, the money is on the way to their account. It should really be there already. We're not really sure why it's not, but the bank said that, our bank said that our part has been sent, and yeah, so now it's just up to her bank to receive it. So yeah, everything is good. We just need to get in contact with our gestora, which is the legal person that is going to sort out our papers. She didn't answer our calls today. We don't know why. Maybe it's because it's Friday. But she has, I think, about 15 days to register the ownership or do the transfer of the ownership, which we have to pay quite a bit of money for. So I think it was, but we're going to check that sum with her again. She said it would be 650 plus 5460 plus another small fee, and then she takes 80 euros. So on top of the 11,000 that we have paid, there's another 800, but we can't get away from that because that's nothing that the seller is paying for. That's, I think, normal procedure that the buyer pays for that tax. So had we bought it from a car salesman or like a compraventa business, like they call it here, we would have not paid this tax, but we would have paid sales tax instead, which probably would have ended up the same anyway. So I think we did a really good deal, and I can't wait to start converting this van. Alex?
Yeah.
So how does it feel to have paid 11,000 euros to someone?
It's a big sum of money, right? But I mean, when you have that much money in the bank, I mean, as we said before, we got it from an inheritance, which we're very fortunate and grateful for. It's kind of a weird feeling to have that money in the bank because it's like it's not there. You've never seen it. You never physically touched it. It's just like this digital number that exists. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's not such a weird feeling, but it feels good because we bought something and I feel like we got a good deal and I feel like we paid a good price. And they seem happy with it, with that price, even though they wanted a little bit more to start with. So I think everyone's happy. Maybe they wouldn't have sold it for months and months and months because the situation in Spain, if you listen to everyone around us, apparently is going to get much worse and no one's going to have any jobs and all this kind of stuff. So maybe they wouldn't have been able to sell it for months and months. So I guess in the end, they're probably happy with the result, as we are. I'm very happy with the result. I think it's a great deal. Very few scratches, very few bumps, yeah, sure, but it's Spain. Every car has scratches and bumps. You can't escape it. So yeah, I'm happy.
Another thing is that Alex hasn't driven a big vehicle like that before. I mean, you have noticed that we're in the small car. Like we said earlier, Juan is driving it back for us. It's not actually us driving.
It should really be me driving, but I mean, he's got experience with vans and he's got a lot of experience. So.
And it's not just that. We have a rental car. I'm not on the rental car. I haven't driven a car for a long time, so I'm a bit nervous. We didn't put me on this car. Had I been on this car, maybe I could have driven this rental car back and Alex could have driven the van. But so we didn't have a choice but to have Juan drive it back. The other challenge that we're gonna have is to drive the van up to where we're gonna build the camper van, where we're gonna convert it, because it's quite an interesting little road up.
Yeah, it's pretty skinny, but with practice everything's possible, right?
Juan is a bit skeptical, but that's just the way he is until he realizes that he can do it.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Hey guys, we will see you back at the house to give you a little bit of a closer look on the van. Off the van? On the van. Off the van. At the van.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, we haven't actually done anything with the van yet. It's the next day. Last night when we came back, it was getting dark already. We were super hungry. We just heated up some pizzas and enjoyed them with our neighbor Juan. Today, we've been trying to sort out some insurance things. It hasn't worked out very well because it's the weekend, so we had to sign up for 2 or 3 days of daily insurance just so that Alex can go for a test drive, which he just has.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Alex has actually gone out for a little test drive with our neighbor Juan. Now, he could obviously have gone out without Juan, but I was a little bit nervous because Alex has never driven such a big vehicle before, and the roads here are really skinny. There are a lot of curves and hills, so I just wanted him to go with someone with a little bit of experience. Now, he was going to take his GoPro with him, but he couldn't find the attachment that you put on the panel in front of you. So we're just gonna have to show you how the van is to drive another day in another vlog. However, when Alex comes back, he will give you a little tour of the van. How was that, Alex?
It was a little bit nerve-wracking to start with, but once I got going, it was pretty easy. Actually, it's pretty easy to drive. The gears are very easy. The clutch is great. Just got to go slowly, get the angles right on the sharp turns. There are a few sharp turns on this road, and it's pretty narrow. We didn't meet any oncoming traffic, which was nice actually. Otherwise, it would have been a bit more difficult. But yeah, very happy with it. Juan was happy with my driving, so good start. So we mentioned earlier, this is a Volkswagen Crafter. It's actually the Crafter Pro, as you can see here, because we need the best one, of course. It's turbo diesel injection, Blue Motion technology, something to do with turbo, I'm not sure. 136 brake horsepower, and it's the L3 H3 version. So I think it's the tallest version they have. It's not the longest one. The longest one is maybe an extra 30 or 40 centimeters, maybe a little bit more.
But that's the extra long one.
Yeah, that's the maxi long one. We don't need that. This is perfect for us. The other thing we really wanted it to be was high enough, so I didn't hit my head inside, because you don't want to be inside the van, kind of, you know, crouching over. So that's what we were looking for, and I think we're pretty happy with our purchase for price and the condition of the vehicle. I just had a drive, as you know, and it was very nice to drive. So shall we have a look inside, guys? Welcome to possibly the kitchen area, not sure yet. And over here we probably have the seating area with a table, and we're gonna have a lovely big bed over here somewhere. Ginormous bed. And that is van tour complete.
What about the front of the car?
The front of the car, yeah, we're gonna take, I don't know if you can see this from there, we're gonna take this bulkhead off. You just unscrew it all around and out it goes, and then you get a, feels like a bigger space because you've got the front seats connected to the back. I think we're actually going to keep the 2 front seats, but we'll talk about that in another video. So yeah, this is going out. I mean, it feels really funny. It's just a shell at the moment, and I'm trying to visualize it and I can't. So yeah, we'll get there, we'll get there.
So this was the story about how we came to buy this particular van here in Spain.
In the end, we looked at 3 vans, and you know what they say, third time lucky, and that's exactly what happened on this occasion. We looked at only Volkswagen Crafter Pros, and this is the one we went for.
Yeah, and this particular size, because we were so focused on getting this particular van, and we're super content with the result and the fact that we're actually sitting in it here right now. I am happy, I'm excited, are you?
Yeah, I'm happy, excited, nervous about the huge challenge that's coming up, but we will manage.
Seriously, very nervous, because we have no idea what we are doing. It feels like we're basically on our own doing this, although we have our neighbor, he's a mechanic, I think that helps.
Definitely.
He also has some tools that he's gonna lend us. We're gonna have to buy some as well. Yeah, you know guys, this is probably one of our biggest challenges yet after hitchhiking across the world.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it guys, I think that's the end of this video. So as always, give us a thumbs up, like the video, share it with your friends. What else can we do, Malin?
We definitely have to subscribe to this channel if we haven't already. I mean, not me, you. And also please hit the notification bell button so that you don't miss any of our episodes, because there will be a little notification sent out to you if you do. What else can we do?
You can leave a comment. Do you have any tips on building vans, or do you have any tips on different channels to watch that show you, you know, the complete process of building a van, not just like this and that, but we need a lot of information.
Yes, we need a lot of help. Talking about help, there are other ways to support our channel. We have a Patreon page where we post text that we write about our journey around the world, of what's going on in our life at the moment. We are planning on putting up some behind the scenes or extra material for anyone who signs up to become a patron. It means that you would pay a few dollars every month to support our work if you like what we're doing, and in return you're getting some extra yummy stuff from us. So at least consider it. Head over to the Patreon page. There is a link at the end of this video and down in the description below.
So as always guys, a huge thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.